Yeah, 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 yeah.
Dynamically
Dynamic
speaking.
speaking.
Dynamically speaking.
Hydrodynamically speaking, catch out sleeping, rowing in, watch out reaping, as I sow in, what the go, just in, Aquarius. Hydrodynamically speaking, catch out sleeping, rowing in, watch out reaping, as I flow in, what the go, just in, Aquarius. With moisture, oyster sails that flow like wind blow. This is a breeze so simple, sprinkle, natural mix with mistake. Then you can catch these droplets of speech like vapor. I can't wait to precipitate. Rapping rainfall floods the city gates, so litigate. Laws of nature flow from the Arctic past the equator. Say the words that immerse the universe with water. This outburst gets worse as a starter. Slaughter, swimming in shoes made of mortar. Stuck in the aqueduct with no border. Shorter breath, got you breathing.
I'm up? Of course I'm up. Do you know why? We're live. I'm Mr. Batch. I'm here, and you're there along with Lady Morsab, my eloquent and lovely co-host. How you doing, folks? It's Thursday morning, 10 a.m., and it's the In the Neighborhood live program, and it repeats again on Sunday at 5 p.m. What we're about to show you is we've got a great crew that works here with us at the In the Neighborhood program. It's one big family affair, and the show, if you could tell, folks, you've been watching, it's been getting richer. Much more, you know, like how Oprah be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Look, come on now. Now, we like to, yeah, that's right. We like to aspire to those who have the benchmark like Regis and Oprah. And you know what? We're going to highlight a gentleman who works on the floor today, G4.
Yes.
That's one of the funky lenses.
Yes.
That's one of the funky lenses. He put this piece together about the auditions we've been having.
Right.
And remember, folks, there's only a few days left. I like that. Only a few days.
It's only one day left. That's tonight.
This
This
tonight?
is the final audition.
We're not doing anything to. If they didn't get down, they're not gonna get down.
That's it.
That's right. If you couldn't be here, you should have been there. Ah, you like that?
So you
one,
better
right?
come on down tonight.
Tonight,
Last shot.
down at Club Mumbai.
right.
Guess what, folks? I'm walking with these.
But wait a minute. You gotta tell them something. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Competition is getting steep, y'all. We got Virginia, we got LA,
Yeah.
we got
Detroit.
Detroit. I'm telling you.
That's right.
You don't know. You better
That's
come
right.
on out.
And like I said, this piece was put together by G4, one of the funky lenses. He's a producer up here at Bronx Net also. And it's a great piece. You know something? Yo, run the clip and let me shut up. How you doing? I'm Mr. Batch. I'm here in front of Club Mumbai, June 10th. That's right. The Wu-Tang, the RZA, the RZA. But guess what? There's a young man here who's also legendary in the game of, I shouldn't call it a game, right, gentlemen? It's not a game, because it's serious business when it comes to music. And here's the consummate professional from the days of yore. Tell me your name.
Force MDs, Trisco. How y'all doing out there in TV world? Glad to see y'all, but y'all know y'all at the real show. And tonight is the real show. It's the real deal. You got RZA coming on stage tonight. People from the Wu-Tang Clan is going to be here. Shaolin is definitely shining because we always shine. The Force MDs, that's what we represent, and that's where we came from. That's why we're out tonight, because it's peace and love, baby. But
There's somebody in the background saying, y'all going to be performing someplace? I heard that there was an announcement.
we'll be in Jersey City at this place called Ruthie's Supper Club in Jersey City
And
on the
date
12th.
for that.
And that's on the 12th.
Okay, if the folks, oh, you guys are coming on my show?
Well, we coming in, baby.
See how we're blessed here. We've got legendary folks, people who've been in the industry, who've been doing music for years. I mean, still doing music. All right, they're gonna come and bless us with a tune. But besides that, what are you guys gonna be doing after Jersey City?
Well, we're going to reminisce on the old school stuff that we've done back in the days, starting out with Let Me Love You, Here I Go Again, Tender Love, Love is a House, and things of that nature. And as the brother had mentioned to me earlier about when we was on tour, like in the early 80s and the 87 and 90, 91, we did do a lot of work with New Edition and groups of that nature. So we always channeled in and made room for everybody else, like the Boys to the Men's and the Jodeci's and everything like that. And we got mad love for them, and we want to hear from them too. That's why we're coming back out, and the Force is coming back out strong.
All right, this is Mr. Batch in front of Club Mumbai. We out of here like we stole some. Peace.
Don't you know when you are mine again?
Yo, what's up, out to the people? We're up here in City Island, beautiful City Island, over at Johnny's, where I grew up at. This is T.M. Stevens. You're in the neighborhood live.
It's my man T.M. Stevens. All right. That last person you saw with the dreadlocks, that wasn't me. All right. That was my brother in the entertainment field. That's T.M. Stevens. All right. Known as Shaka Zulu. That piece was brought to you by Michelangelo. See, we've got some part of the Funky Lenses here, producers here, so we let these people do their thing. Come on now, it's a free-form type thing, like how hip-hop, the hip-hop culture was when we first started back in the day. And we had some people here who talk about that. Back in those days, it was much more of a free-form, a free speech type thing, more so then than it is now, with the much more prevalent, degrading lyrics and stuff like that. Look, freedom of speech, they can say what they want, but you ain't got to buy it, okay? And you can patronize with whatever you like. And I'd like to give my hats off to G4, who produced that segment, along with the tail end segment coming from my man, that's right, give him a hand, folks, that's right, the production quality. Funky graphics from the Funky Lenses. Also, Michelangelo's in the house. We got my man Joe Grant. He's back up in here. We ain't got a nickname for Little Bit yet. You do what we Lumina. All right, Lumina. Oh, that's right. You shine, darling. You shine. That's right. We've got another lady in the house, Lumina, a part of the Funky Lenses. Michael Haddock. He can't be here with us right about now. He's another group member. Yo, where's Marty? Marty. Oh, okay. Yeah, yo, we got to talk about the Lakers, Detroit. I think I took it on the chin. I said in 6, L.A. But that didn't happen. Woo! Kobe was popping some stuff. But
it ain't over.
Well, nah. Well, it is over. They ended it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, but they're trying to compare Kobe to Michael. But see, Kobe joined the team. He came in 18 years old, 7 years in the league. He didn't go to college. Jordan went to college and got a national title, got a couple of rings.
Right.
And you know, and look, it was Jordan and the Jordanaires. Kobe did not carry a team. I want to see him go someplace and carry a team like how Jordan did until they get the pieces together.
That's right.
Kobe was fortunate enough to play with the most dominant player of his era, Shaq Diesel. Damn, I couldn't get it deep enough. But enough of that. We have some people here in the studio with us today. Once again, this is the In the Neighborhood Live program. Thursday mornings at 10 a.m., Channel 68, and the repeat broadcast is on Sundays at 5 p.m. Don't forget, June 24th starts the Top Talent Competition, which means next week you're going to be seeing some of the talent which you have seen over the couple of weeks auditioning and the little kids playing there on this set. Well, not exactly this set. They'll be in the studio here. Tonight at Club Mumbai. That's 250 West 26th Street between 7th and 8th Avenue. And we'll be there one last time for the hip-hop side of the house. All those wishing to audition to see if they can squeeze in. I'm telling you, it's thick out there. It's getting tight. It's getting tight out there.
But you know what? Wait, also, to be fair, listen, guys, there's some great talent going on. I mean, we got some fabulous people running through there, and we still got the pioneers of hip-hop down there. So what we want to say to you is, not only if you're auditioning to come down, but come on down and just observe. Come on down and support. You can do that. It's worth it. Trust me when I tell you. And those of you, when the auditions are over, stay there and support Curtis and Theodore and the guys and see what's going on with the Wild Style tonight.
Oh, can you talk about, one last audition date? Maybe Tuesday, May. What do you think?
Our hearts are bleeding, and we really don't want to leave anybody out. And I'm telling you, the house was packed on Tuesday. It was out of sight.
I was sick Tuesday.
It was, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I had a little case of food poisoning.
I missed you.
Oh man, I was all messed up. I had the sweats and cold chills and whatnot. And
you know what happened, right? Every time we say food, y'all see him light up? That's what happened, right? So, but listen, guys, I'm glad you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing well now. Yo, it had me there. I was all like, yo, man.
I've been there, done that.
Yeah, so I'm glad you held it down as usual. Come on, Lady Mossab. Lady Mossab can hold it down or what? Give it to her. Come on. Give it up one time for Lady Mossab. All right?
I was trained by the best. Listen,
So
guys,
let's talk about Tuesday real
we're
quick
gonna
and
have
get to our guest.
one more R&B audition. Please, please, please. Don't miss your shot. I had people that called me and said, look, I'm gonna be there no matter what. But when it came time, none of the people that called me and said they were gonna be there were there. So we're giving you one last shot because we do understand that things
Hey, wait a
happen.
minute. There's a song that you say, one more shot. Dun, 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 dun.
Their time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
sorry. All right.
Guys, come on down to support. Come on down to check it out. We got a lot going on down there, all right?
Okay. All right. Enough of that. Now let's get to our guest in the
Definitely.
studio here today. Please, Lady Mossab, would you like to do the introductions?
Yes, I would love to do the introductions. But you know what? I'm so confused because we have such great entertainment here today, such great people in the on the panel today. I think I'm going to start down the other end because we already know this end. That's my baby, y'all. Listen, I'm tired of arguing with y'all. The inventor of scratch is in the house, okay?
Why
All
would
right.
you argue with somebody about that?
Because they said he perfected it, he didn't invent it. And we had to have a role. You know, I was involved in a role.
Oh, okay. so that person couldn't prove otherwise.
Well, they claim they can. We're going to bring them on later on, let them face it, face their face.
Word. I like Joe. I like that kind of.
I would like that. Tell them to take the turntables down.
Word. I like that repertoire. You know what I'm saying? That you know.
Definitely. Listen, guys, in the house today, we are blessed with the members of Wild Style here today, the cast of Wild Style and the producer of Wild Style, the director. We have with us today, we have Grand Wizard Theodore in the house. All right? That's right.
Yeah.
Show him some love.
That's right.
We got Waterbed Kev in the house,
Yeah,
y'all, from the
yeah.
Fantastic Five.
No
That's
doubt.
right. That's right.
I'm in the house,
Get
y'all.
up.
And we have Mr. Charlie Ahern of
That's
Wild
right.
Style.
That's right. Yes. Yes.
All right, guys, so listen, pay attention, get on the phone, call up, anything you want to know, now's this time. Mr. Ahern,
Yes.
this is your first time here with us, and we really appreciate having you here.
I've been in the Bronx a lot. This is not my first time in the
Wait.
Bronx, it's the first time I've
Yeah,
been
you haven't come to see me, so I'm not going to be upset
All right.
because maybe you didn't know about me. But
Right.
listen, tell us exactly what Wild Style is.
Well, Wild Style is it's a musical where the talent gets to do their thing for
Okay.
however long. Like we have in this movie the pioneers of hip hop. We have representing Lee Quinones, who was without a doubt the subway graffiti master of the late 70s. He stars as in this movie as a graffiti writer who's painting the subways, who's famous underground, but no one really knows who he really is.
So they're being
And-
themselves.
And in a sense, that's the role he played in real life.
Right.
And his cohort, Fred Brathwaite, a.k.a. Fab Five Freddy,
Uh-huh.
he plays this smooth operator on the scene who's underground, but also like hooking things up.
Okay.
And of course, Fab Five Freddy plays that in real life. He went on to be the Yo MTV host, director of many music videos, etc. And he was hooking things up all the time. Like, for instance, Wild Style itself, in a sense,
Okay.
came about because Fab Five Freddy had this idea of how these explosive underground subway graffiti scene connected to rap music, connected to hip hop. And he came to me because I was doing a film, a kung fu movie in the Lower East Side in Lee's neighborhood. Not a lot of people know that I did this kung fu movie on Super 8 for $2,000, the whole budget. And so he wanted to make a film with me, sort of an underground thing, and we talked about it. And I said, well, if we can bring Lee Quinones in on this, expose him to the world, and it would be a realistic film because the people that really played these roles in real life would be playing them in the film, but it's not a documentary. A lot of people mistake Wild Style for a documentary. It's really a narrative movie. It's a musical. Because each of these people, like Grand Wizard here and Kevy Kev, they played themselves as they were but they didn't play. No one interviewed them in the movie the way you would in the documentary.
Right. But you know, it's
So-
amazing when you say that, because I remember growing up how we would see these names in the train station, and we never knew who the person was. You know, the face.
good
right.
reason. They-
Exactly. But you knew the tag.
Behind the tag.
Right.
Yeah.
The faces
You
behind
knew the
tag.
tag.
Yeah.
You see, I mean, they would be in places. I'm like, how did he get up there? You know, they'd be all over under the trains, like you said. You know, and so you brought this to life.
Right, and one of the funny stories that I think is that I always like to tell is that the opening day that we went to film Wild Style, Lee Quinones showed up and he had pancake makeup over his nose, and I looked at him and I said, "Lee, what's that on your face?" And he said, "What? I don't want the cops to catch me." he was
That's a good one.
because he had a scar.
Yeah.
He had an identifying scar
Right.
on his nose.
Yeah.
And you can see it in the movie. And I said, "Lee, your face is going to be 30 feet tall when the movie comes out. I don't
Wow.
think that makeup is going to fool anybody."
Wow.
But you know, that's the
crazy.
way it was. That's
Is-
how
is-
we
isn't
were
that
all.
crazy?
It's
We
real.
were all naive like that.
Yeah, the
and
same
I
thing that we
include
ran
that.
from is what gave us our mark. What
I
made us who we
include
are.
that. I was as naive as Lee was. As what we were about to do, we had no idea what we were unleashing.
But did he get in trouble?
No.
All right, let me ask you this question. Tonight is a reunion of the Wild Style cast and crew
That's
at Club
That's true.
Mumbai. Those cast members going to be doing any performances? We know these two gentlemen are going to
We
perform.
got
Oh, yeah.
we got a lot of surprises
Yep.
for people
All right.
in store.
It's coming.
Yeah.
I happen to know that Busy Bee is coming up
What?
to Baltimore. You know the Chief Rocker Busy Bee.
Oh, man.
Busy Bee is coming. And I was thinking, I wanted to get Rodney C. He hasn't been kicking it too much lately. Let's get Rodney C. out there. And I thought, oh yeah, the Dixie Club scene where they do the battle, that'd be fun. So I
Nice.
called them up. They agreed to come out.
So they're gonna battle tonight.
Yeah,
Oh,
isn't that
my.
funny?
Yeah.
It's
Now,
on.
now,
thought that was
besides the reunion, those who can't make it, is that movie on DVD release? Is
Absolutely.
it out so that they can...
Vinyl, you can pick it up anywhere. You can, if you call up Amazon, they'll send it to you.
Or Blockbuster, can you get it?
Blockbuster, anywhere.
Cool.
They'll send it to you like immediately.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
You've got some photos that we want to pass on.
Yeah,
to
you know, I don't want to take up time from these gentlemen here because these are the true stars of the show.
We
I
got
want to
time.
show this, because this is
Yes,
something.
yes, y'all.
Yes, y'all.
I was talking to you about
no
that.
joke.
You were
Wait,
there.
wait, wait. Let me say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Say it loud.
Yes, y'all.
Go on, man.
To the beach, y'all.
And you don't stop.
That's right.
So the thing about this book, and that's DJ HA on the cover,
Okay.
correctly, and see the thing about this book is after I finished Wild Style, people always think of Wild Style as because nowadays they look back at that as the roots of hip hop, the beginnings of hip hop. But we know those who know better that in a sense Wild Style was the final act of that opening generation, whereas
Okay.
there was a whole decade in which hip hop
That's right.
had to
That's right.
gestate in the Bronx, had to grow. People don't know about what
Name some
happened.
of those pioneers that
You know, well, first of all, aside from the graffiti generation started with 1970.
Uh-huh.
You know, you had people like Phase 2, you had Blade,
Yeah.
you had Tracy, you had
Yeah.
all these guys that came out first in the subway yard.
Right.
Then you had Kool Herc kicking things off musically, and really you got to understand that when Kool Herc got into DJing that music back and forth, cutting that breakbeat, he was doing it to do something for the B-boys. The B-boys, that means that the B-boys were already there.
That's right.
They were
That's right.
already getting down, right? The
That's
B-boy
right.
and
Right.
Kool Herc
All
was a
elements coming
graffiti
together.
writer,
Right.
as were most of these people. And they were all, like Phase 2 was into b-boying along with Kool Herc, and they were just looking for a better way to do it, and Kool Herc delivered the system, the blueprint for how to create a party.
All right.
And he would include, when he would get on the mic, he would say "To My Mellow," and he would say
Yeah.
things that would get people activated.
Right.
And you know, I should really pass this over to Kev because Kev
We're
was.
going to go to Kev. Let me just ask you one question before we go to Kev.
Yes.
I'm looking now at what's going on as far as the things that are being implemented and the people are claiming to have the pioneers of hip-hop. I don't hear these names mentioned that we're mentioning here and what they're doing now. So do you think that they are accurately representing the pioneers of hip-hop if these people are not included?
I can't speak on these people because I don't know who these are.
But if there's a list, and none of the names
If
that
you
you're
show me-
mentioning
if
are
you-
on that list.
Yes, I mean, if you,
Then it can't be
I will
complete.
do one thing at a time. A lot of retrospectives are legit. The Zulu Nation, when Bambaataa does the Zulu Nation in November, you all have to come out and
Right.
represent at this event because this is
Right, we filmed
definitely
it last year.
this is
Yeah, we got
definitely
it last
done
year.
by the man who really put it all on a map and really organized the whole generation. That's in November. In July, you have the Rocksteady reunion in the third week in July rather.
Oh, okay.
Third week in July. It's coming up.
It's going to be a lot of breakdance.
Now that's an event, another event, which is an anniversary event, which brings together the true pioneers. I don't know which event you're referring to, so we'll have to do it one thing at a time.
I'm looking at the political convention they have going on now, the political organization that they're trying to form now, and it's based on hip-hop.
I'm all for political organization of people in hip-hop. I think we got to organize. We got to do some things this fall to get a change in this government.
I understand completely.
But hip-hop and politics are not one and the same.
No.
You can have politics without hip-hop, and you can have good hip-hop without politics. So what we're celebrating tonight at Club Mumbai is a coming together, a reunion of the people that really put this together.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And we're going to get to talk about this as we go on to Kevin.
All right, let's
Definitely.
kick
Come
it
on,
again.
come on, Waterbed Kid. Why they calling you Waterbed Kid?
Well, tell it. Well, just to be frank with you,
It's a family program.
back in the days, you know, I was Kevy Kev. I was one of the first Kevins ever turned Kevy Kev with the L Brothers back in the late 70s.
Hell, brothers.
And we formed the Fantastic Romantic Five in '79. And I also went solo after that. That's how I became the Waterbed Kev.
Okay.
Hanging out after the parties, going to the hotels. I was the
Okay.
first rapper back then to end up on a waterbed. I rented this room and it had a regular bed and a waterbed. And I happened to spend some time there. And when I came out of there, I was definitely the Waterbed Kev. So the rest was history after that. You
So
know.
let me ask you about your role in the movie.
Well, my role, actually, part of the Fantastic Romantic Five, was no type of scripts, just actually going out there, being yourself. Because at the time, I was running between groups. I was with the Furious Lovers, with Grandmaster Flash and the Furious, and I was with the Fantastic. We had a different look. We started to wear spikes and leather and chrome and dog collars, foxtails,
Yeah, I remember.
boot guards, and all that. And we were wearing that type of stuff at the time of Wild Style, but Charlie asked us would we water it down and just come natural and just be straight up who we are. So that was the format that we used, and it was a hell of an experience. I mean, you know, we was blessed to be on the big screen. It was amazing to be out with my fellas, all, you know, just doing it up. And I say Wild Style is the first, it's the best because it's original, and you definitely have the true artist in the movie.
Has anything else derived from that particular role that you played in there, being yourself in Wild Style? Has anybody else contacted you and said, well, listen, you know, we saw this and we'd like to put you in this? Or
Well, one thing came out of Wild Style that was really awesome was that Shaquille O'Neal was doing his Shaq Fu album, and he heard the sample that I did. You all can't ball, you all can't ball. I'm the Kevy Kev, and I'm not the fake. I eat your butt up like a steak and take. So he heard that. He took and sampled You All Can't Ball, You All Can't Ball on his album, you know, and put me on, gave me some dough.
All right.
And Shaq, I like to say, your word up, man. Good looking, baby.
all right. All right, that sounds good. I like that.
Can we get you, of course,
Grand
Wizard
Theodore.
Theodore. Yeah. See, he's not scratching today, folks. So all you DJs, all the DJs in the Bronx, y'all can still call up.
Unless he started itching.
Unless you start scratching. 'Cause I remember, yo, that was awesome. Theodore, I thank you for coming through and blessing us with the skills that you've been blessed
Thanks
with.
for having me, man. It was a pleasure.
And
It was a
to put it
pleasure.
on display, man. What has been the response since you left the show after you did that? Because I remember you saying you was going to the Scratch Academy to teach scratching. So
Yeah. Well, basically, like, you know, I go to the Scratch Academy like 3-4 times a week. I teach Jam Master Jay's kids how to scratch. I teach them DMC kids how to scratch. And it's just like so many different people that come there just to learn how to scratch. But in order to learn how to scratch, you have to go through the basics. Like you have to learn what a turntable is, what the arm is, how to do the weight on the arm, how to use the right cartridges, how to use the right mats and stuff like that, how to work the mixer. So there's so many different things you have to go through until you actually start scratching. It's not as easy as everybody think it is.
I am amazed because you can't even find record players these days. So I'm wondering how the heck you doing that?
And I work at the Red Bull Academy too. Red Bull Academy, the drink Red Bull.
Oh, get out.
And I just came out to Philadelphia from doing the Red Bull Academy. Basically what Red Bull Academy does, they take the DJs, the producers, the MCs, whatever you got to do with music. They have a contest where they send you to like South Africa or Spain or Italy or Brazil, and you get to interact with other DJs and producers out there. And you guys can like exchange information. They got a big building where you can go and like program beats and stuff with other producers from different countries and interact with each other. They do block parties and stuff. They get you parties and stuff. It's really cool. I love
Is there anything that you've picked up from your travels that you didn't know about scratching?
Well, what I picked up is that people in like China, Japan, Australia, and Italy and stuff like that, they are definitely more into the DJ culture than people here in the United States is. You know, I mean, they give their right arm and their right leg just to like be inside a party and to be able to scratch. And what I learned is that they like took it to like a whole new different level. I mean, I've seen guys that put lighter fluid in a record and let it light up like fire and start scratching it and extending themselves like upside down and scratching upside down and you know, so they definitely took it to another level and
word, man.
And I'm really happy about that because the culture, I want my grandkids and my grandkids and everybody else's grandkids to be able to experience the culture like we experience it.
I'm starting to see a scratching circus in the future. You see?
I mean, the way the government is today, I don't want to wake up one day and you have to have a license to listen to hip hop and stuff like that.
You know, when they do that, that means that they're trying to limit us in our creativity,
of course.
in our expansion of free enterprise here in the United States.
Exactly.
When they start putting restrictions like that upon you, you know, it kind of holds you down. That means only a certain segment of the economic group. Because in order to get a license, you got to spend the money to get a license.
So wait a minute.
Once you get the license, you got to spend money to maintain the license.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, Lady Moore.
We have people out there who are, let's say, daredevils. They go on the very edge of the art that they claim to practice, right? Now, if there are no laws and there are no restrictions and these people venture out to the very edge, are they wrong?
No, it's an expression. It's an expression of a person who they are. That's the way I see it. What's your opinion, Theodore?
Yeah, as long as they're not hurting anybody or breaking any laws or sending any negative messages, I'm all for it. But when a person goes to the edge, they can just, they can be positive or negative.
Well, that's what I was going to say. If you're not sending any negative messages, I mean, that's exactly what's happening. You dare to go to the extreme, and you send messages that probably should not be sent. Look at our children today. Look how they're being influenced. Everybody's got a gat, and everybody's mother is a this and a that, and every woman is a...
No,
is a,
today's mentality is
freedom of speech.
The no shoestrings and the baggy pants, which is the jailhouse mentality, which is the jail dress, which is important because any one of them guys, I can step on your pants and you stop running.
Yeah, but see, that's the realization. That's what's actually happening. But as far as the way that you perceive a woman, the perception of a woman, I mean, mothers give birth to these children.
Yes.
And they turn around and every woman is the age, and every woman, I'm sorry, 1 second, we've got a phone call.
We've got a phone call. Phone caller, are you there? This is Mr. Batch along with Lady Mossab. Who's on the line?
Greetings.
See,
I should have let you...
What's up, why?
What's up?
I love you more than cook food.
You're looking radiant, Miss Brenda. You're looking radiant,
Thank
Miss
you,
Loretta
baby. You know
Moore.
we love
You what's up? Mr. Bat holding it down. Bump, bump.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Yo, I'm casting on Saturday for my movie, so I want to know if it's cool for me to give out the info and stuff like right now.
Okay, so Saturday you're casting for your
Yeah, for
movie.
Inside the Liquid at 257 West 39th Street.
257 West 39th.
Yeah.
At what time?
From 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
From 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
It's between 7th and 8th Avenue.
7th and 8th Avenue.
I got a little cameo for Theodore.
Oh, you got a cameo for
Yeah,
Theodore?
that cameo, Theodore's got some stuff up in there.
I'm ready, man.
All
I'm
right,
ready.
cool, man. I'll see you later. We talk
ready,
about
man.
it, because I'm coming down to Mumbai. Mumbai is what's up, man.
Mumbai, what's up? You coming
Yeah,
out
y'all
tonight?
guys doing
Yo,
your
you
thing.
gonna do your P.
Everybody
Diddy
should come out
thing?
and check with it.
Yo, they battling, man. They battling down here
Yeah, it's
tonight.
gonna be real.
Aight, that's what's
crazy.
up.
It's gonna be
So,
crazy.
just, I just want to say big up, you know what I mean? All the crew in the back, you know what I mean? Regular routine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause you know Cool Clyde's in the house.
I was just gonna
Alright,
tell
and
you.
that's my man.
That's my man.
I'm his
That's
protege
what's up.
right now, you know
That's
what I mean?
the glue,
He teach me
man.
the right thing. He try to teach me to be cool. You know what I mean?
He teaches you to be cool, that's right.
That's my man, though.
My man is cooler than
yeah,
hot ice.
much respect go out to Cool Clyde, man, because he's
Right.
diligent in what he do, you know what I mean?
That's what's up.
And he's very serious.
That's
And I like
what's
that about everybody that comes on the show with you.
I'm
These
glad
guys
you
are
said
serious and they doing their thing. So
that. Yeah, yeah.
thank God, man, for y'all, you know what I mean?
God bless.
Thank you.
All right, peace.
All right.
Is there
Blessings.
another caller?
Yes, we got a phone call. Are you there?
What up, Big Batch? Hey, Brenda.
Hey, baby.
Who
P.O.
How you?
DJ P.O.
What's good?
DJ P.O. Yo, what's up, fam?
Nothing, chilling.
All right.
Glad the DJs is getting recognition, you know.
Yeah.
Big up to the whole staff and everything, you know what I mean? And happy Father's Day to all the fathers if y'all
Oh
come
yeah,
through.
that's right.
Yes,
Father's Day.
we
Father's Day,
you
gentlemen.
gotta get that.
Hey,
All right.
Yeah, I was
Father's
gonna
Day.
speak on that.
Yeah, I want to shout Curtis Blow and Grandma.
Well, everybody doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? Once again, don't forget about the DJs. Keep it going, fellas, you know?
No doubt,
You
no
coming down to
doubt.
Mumbai?
Yeah, I'm going to try to make it
All
definitely.
right.
I heard it's going to be a little competition and I'm coming to learn something.
Oh, come on, baby.
See, Theodore, you brought all the DJs
All the
out,
drama,
man.
drama.
You see, and you got Cam here too.
Yeah, I'm going to come through, though.
I want to know if there's going to be handcuffs there tonight.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, are you gonna do another movie?
Not tonight.
No, but so.
All right, brother.
We're
I'll
going
let
All
to
you
right,
know.
baby. Love you.
Oh,
God
sorry
bless.
about that,
Thanks for
P.O.
calling.
That's
Yo,
nothing.
tell the family what's up and happy Father's Day to you.
Yeah.
Thank
Happy
you.
Father's
Y'all
Day,
come
man.
through the Equator on Sunday. We doing Sunday if y'all got time.
The
Everybody,
Equator?
yeah,
Sunday?
everybody's invited.
All
Okay,
right.
baby.
Yo,
All
I'm
right.
sorry,
Okay.
okay, we have another phone caller. Phone caller, are you there? Hello? Hello, phone caller. This is the In the Neighborhood program, which comes to you live each and every Thursday. The repeat broadcast is on Sundays at 5 p.m. Starting June 24th, 10 a.m. live here on Channel 68 at the Bronx Net Studios here in the Bronx, we'll be holding our top talent competition. Yes, we're doing just like the big boys. That's right, just like Star Search, American Idol. We're going to have our own competition here, and the talent is fierce. You all right? It's fierce, and the competition is really tough. And guess what? For further information, call 646-387-4111. What's the alternate number?
212-946-6330.
Okay, hold on. Let me digress. You know why I said that? Because there's been a directive that's been put out to the producers here that we cannot recite any phone numbers or emails or websites. Let me preface this by saying this. What my mama told me, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Now, whatever they do on Channel 67 on the Bronx Net Productions, they need to adhere to the same rules and regulations we do here. If they don't, they got to get out and go on the paid channel. Everything is cool and lovely, no problem, all right, fine. But I tell you what, if they want us to adhere to these restrictions, they need to too. And on top of that note, that's all well and fine, and I still feel that they should move this facility off the campus of Lehman College and go outside someplace else where I don't have to deal with certain issues here. The gate issue has been semi-resolved, which means that we have to call in advance to inform public safety that we'll be coming with equipment. That's all well and fine, but why does everything have to suddenly be shut down, shut down, shut down? Let's move this facility off the campus and go out and get a nice building where we can do our thing, okay? We could do our thing separately, all right? And like I said, you can get the information at 646-387-4111, or the alternate number is
212-946-6330.
And let me give you this tidbit. Now, if they pull the show, I want you to call 960-1180 and send a message to the program director of what they're doing and ask them, is that what's up? Just say that. Is that what's up? If they pull the show for any reason pertaining to some of these convoluted rules and regulations that are only here on the access side of the house. I had to get that out because it concerns me. You know, this is public access. This is for the people. You understand me? This is for the people. Now all of a sudden we've got all these kind of restrictions restricting us, and then on the other side of the house, who they claim to be public access and getting all the grants and funding. Right, let me. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Working up a sweat, guys.
Take over, Lady Moore.
You're working up a sweat.
Thank
Listen, guys, I want to talk to you about something. What I want to, I want to say is, I want to personally thank you all for coming out and being a part of what we're trying to do. The whole purpose behind what we do is reaching out to the community. There are a lot of people out there that look at you guys. I told Curtis yesterday, I was talking to him, and I told him, I'm really grateful for his input and for his help, because the people who we admire and who we look up to and who we grew up with, they make a record or they make a movie and they become unreachable. You understand what I'm saying? And it's as though they don't care about where they've come from. Right. But it means a lot when you reach back to people and make yourself accessible. It makes them feel as though, you know what? He's telling me what to do. He's leading me by the hand. You know, I can make it. I can do something. And so our young people out there today, they need to know that it's not just about how far down you can wear your pants or how loose you can wear your sneakers or how big a gun you can get, but you need to secure a life for your family and for yourself so that you don't have to be dependent on the way that things are being run. And if the opportunity doesn't present itself, you can create the opportunity. That's my motto. If it doesn't present itself, you create the opportunity. So I really, really want to thank you guys for taking the time to come out here to speak to the people, you know, and let them know that you're here. Nobody's paying you guys anything to be here. You're doing this out of the kindness of your heart, and we appreciate that. We really do.
Lady Moore.
Yes.
This is a phone call. Would you like to take that, please?
Good morning, phone call. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
May I ask who I'm speaking with?
This is Grandmaster Kaz from
Grandmaster Kaz.
Legendary hip-hop pioneer, architect, legend. I should be up there with my brothers, but I couldn't make it out, so I'm calling in. How y'all doing?
You got a rain check, baby?
That's all right. Yo, Grandmaster Kaz, Tony Tone's in the house. You know that, right?
All right, that's my brother, and I want to say happy birthday. I want to wish him a big happy birthday. We're going to celebrate his birthday tonight at Club Mumbai.
That's the truth.
Okay, Grandmaster Kaz.
Yeah.
You got this tour going on? Is that correct?
Oh, no doubt. We got the Hush Hip Hop
Okay,
Sightseeing
yeah,
Bus
kick
Tour
that for the
going
people
on.
real quick.
Well, actually, what we do is we have a sightseeing tour from Midtown Manhattan all the way up to the Bronx, where we take people from all over the country, pretty much all over the world, tourists who come into New York, and we take them on a hip-hop sightseeing tour. I'm the lead narrator, and we basically teach them about the essence of hip-hop, the beginnings of hip-hop, the movers and shakers, the pioneers, and we point out different historical places where hip-hop events happen and where hip-hop artists live.
Let me ask you this. What has been the reception from those people who have taken the tour with you?
Has
it opened their eyes?
The reception is great. It's very enlightening to people. We tell them a lot about hip-hop that they never knew, and we tell them firsthand. You know, it's not somebody else told us this, and we're telling you. They're hearing it straight from myself. They're hearing it straight from Curtis Blow. They're hearing it from Kool Herc. They're hearing it from Raheem, Busy B, different cats like that. So the hip-hop tour is very successful, and I want to thank Deborah Harris and Hush Tours.
Okay, cool,
Beautiful,
cool.
beautiful.
I gotta take one of your tours, man. I definitely got to get on.
Most definitely, you guys are definitely invited on any. We have a tour going on pretty much every Saturday.
Okay.
And you guys are definitely invited at any time to come out and check out what we do. I just want to say what's up to Curtis Blow, my man KB, and everybody at Mumbai. Come down to the Wild Style reunion tonight.
Oh man,
it's gonna be off the chain, off the chain.
Grandmaster Kaz.
Yes.
I want to ask you a question. Listen, I'm going to say it every chance I get. I am advocating for the pioneers of hip-hop to come up with a list, just like Oprah has for her books, for the so-called rap that our kids should not listen to. What do you think about that?
Oh, most definitely, and I'll make a commitment right now to help spearhead that particular project.
God bless you,
wow,
guys.
that's awesome. That's what's up.
We definitely need a better awareness about what we do, and as far as hip-hop is concerned. And I'm not talking about the rap industry. I'm talking about hip-hop as a culture.
Okay, that's right.
Okay, as a culture.
That's right. That's right.
All the elements are all inclusive, and when you talk about hip-hop, it's not. No one element is any greater than the other.
That's right.
It's what each element lends to each other and borrows from each other to make the entire culture. And that's what we support, that's what we're trying to preserve,
Beautiful.
and that's what we celebrate on
That's
a regular
it.
basis.
Because you people, listen, the people love you guys, and they look up to you, and if you say no, then it's no.
Right.
But if they don't have anybody saying no, it's just like, I got to take you back for a minute. It's just like back in the Bible days, the Ten Commandments. Without the Ten Commandments, you didn't know when you were wrong. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
you guys are going to be the measuring stick to let them know what's wrong.
Right.
Definitely. I mean, everything has a governing body, and this culture of hip-hop is not just a Bronx thing anymore.
That's
it
right.
started just in the Bronx, but
It's
now
worldwide.
it's worldwide.
Worldwide.
And you have people who aren't as involved in the business side of it as they are into the entire culture, and that is the rest of the world. They don't care how many units you sell. They don't care if you top 40 in Billboard or nothing. All they care about is going to a jam, seeing some b-boys, seeing some graffiti, seeing some scratching, and hearing some real MCs. Okay, and that's what it's about. That's what we celebrate, like I said, and that's what we're the
And
culture
you're
we're
true to
trying
that.
to
You're true to
preserve.
that. At Club Mumbai, do you know that when you go down there, the b-boys and girls are out there
Yeah,
working
I
on the
know
ground?
Bud. They did
Yeah.
that one-hand handstand.
Oh, yeah.
Grandmaster Cash, I love you to death, man. I love you for blessing us once again. When does that tour happen?
Thanks again, Mr. Batch, and everybody in the neighborhood. The tour goes on every Saturday. You can contact us at www.hushtours.com and get all the information about the tours. I want to say what's up to my brothers, the Grand Wizard, Theodore,
baby?
my man Waterbed, Kevin Kev,
Hey,
and Charlie Ahern sitting up here on the panel. Y'all know if I could be there right now, I would.
No
I'm
doubt.
at the crib talking.
We'll see you later on, man.
All right, baby. We love you. We'll see you tonight.
All
God
right,
bless.
see
Thanks
y'all
for
tonight.
calling.
All right, peace, guys.
I believe we have another phone caller on the line.
Yeah.
Who's
What's
that?
up? I'm DJ Baby Boy.
DJ Baby Boy. Folks, I got a chance to meet DJ Baby Boy,
Yes,
and
yes.
he was all what he was built up to be.
Yes,
You understand
yes.
what I'm saying?
Thank you.
My man brought it. He had the knowledge. You understand
Yes,
what I'm
he did.
saying?
Yes, he
And he was there. He has witnessed it. You know, a lot of people claim to be there and to do a few things. These gentlemen have been there also along with DJ Baby Boy
Thank you.
and a whole host of. What you like to kick today, brother?
Yeah, I just like to say, you know, like Grandmaster Caz was there, and I did a function with Welcome Home for JDL and all that. I do a lot of things at Soundview Park where Disco King Mario brought his set. Remember I told you about that?
Mm-hmm.
And we helped him out bring his set from Bronxdale to Soundview. But you know the problem we do having when I do go to functions, they don't realize I paid money to go to their functions back in the days when Man Dip Light. They forgot about Man Dip Light. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking the deep and Tape Master and all of them. I used to pay money to go to, and back in the days. But what I have a problem is when I'm representing today, because I know the era, I'm not getting the respect. I ain't gonna lie, and I'm not gonna say no names. When I go to Zulu anniversaries, I demand to get on, because you know why? I got records that you're not playing. Y'all want to represent Disco King Mario, but you don't even know the records that he was famous for. They forgot about Potential. I got that. They forgot about a lot of records.
He's absolutely right.
I got a lot of records that he played, the Ozzy Brothers, Potential, E-Man, Boogie. I got that, but when I want to get my chance to get on, they be hating. And I'm going to tell you one thing, y'all forgetting that, yes, back in the days, I used to come through, I was on a different era on the, Strong Arm and all that, but I don't like to talk about it because that's my past. But I'm elevated, I'm a positive brother, I go to church, and if it wasn't for Theodore and Flash and all them going to them parties, I wouldn't be represented today with 100 crates of albums with. I got beat records that Flex and them don't even have. You feel me? So honestly, I could take it back, and I got up to date, and I got records that Theodore got. Now I'm just so happy, but they don't realize when you shut me down, it hurts me because I'm there happy to be there to represent with y'all, to be on stage with y'all, because it's a blessing for me. Because we lost a lot of people that was representing for y'all that's gone, and I'm glad that I'm still here today to represent the big y'all up, because remember, y'all wasn't really getting paid back in the days, but I'm glad that your names is being known today in the new millennium.
That's true.
And brothers don't know, I do got the knowledge to represent because I was there, and I'm still here, and I'm going on 40, and I'm a proud grandfather, and I'm still doing the daggone thing.
He look young.
And I tell you, happy Father's Day.
Thank you very much to all of y'all.
Look, I'm going to let you bounce, brother.
Yeah, y'all be good. Love to all of y'all,
See you
man.
tonight.
All right, one.
All right, don't let him go. I had to let him go.
We do have a few unresolved issues. That's
Hello?
with everything when you're coming up.
Somebody's on the line?
Hello?
Hello?
Good morning.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, yes, I'm Shaheem.
representing the Boogie Down Bronx.
All right, what would you like to kick?
I'd like to give a shout out to Kevin Kev and Theodore.
What's up, baby?
What's up, yo?
Peace, yo.
Peace. I don't know if y'all remember me from back in the days when my sister used to rhyme with Cool Herc. Her name is Sweet and Sour.
No doubt.
Oh, yeah, get out
Yeah, what's up, baby? How you doing, man?
Yo, we good, baby. We
Yeah.
All right.
How's she doing?
All right, everything is doing good.
Okay. Cool,
I've just seen you on TV. I want to give a shout out to y'all, man.
Thanks a
Coming down
lot.
to Mumbai tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to get more information about that tonight. I want to see y'all. How's Whip and Whip doing,
Yo,
Kev?
Whip is good. We talked to
I
him
got it, I got it.
yesterday.
Yeah, we
All right.
talked
He's
yesterday,
doing
yeah.
fine. He might be trying to get up here sometime soon. But it's at 250 West, 26th Street.
Okay.
Between 7th and 8th. And we there from like anytime like 6 o'clock to the rest of the night.
If you have one of these flyers, which I'm holding up, there's
Okay.
free admission between 6 and 7 p.m.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks for the shout out, man.
All right, Kevin
All
Kev,
right.
Theodore.
If you
Yo,
got
one
a
love,
flyer.
y'all. I'm going to see y'all tonight.
Okay.
All right.
All right, peace.
Listen, all you guys out there that are making a connection and you see any guys out here and you want to see them in person, come on down to Club Mumbai tonight.
Okay, what are we up to next, guys? Because
Tony Tone.
Tony Tone, we got one more.
We got phone
Okay. Phone call, are you there?
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hi, Miss Lady Masab. How you doing, girl?
Hello, sweetheart. How are you?
Who's
This
on the
your
line?
favorite
Every
singer
day
in the
live.
whole wide world.
What's your name, darling?
Tisha.
And what,
Hi, baby.
what part of the
How
Bronx
are
you
you?
calling from?
I'm calling from the BX.
Well, I know it's the BX, darling, but what part of the BX?
Fordham.
Okay, then. What would you like to say?
Why haven't you
I
come
want to
down to
give
the
y'all a
competition?
shout out. And I need you to call me, girl. Call me.
Okay, leave your number upstairs, because you better come down.
Okay.
All right.
God
Okay.
bless you, baby.
We're gonna let you go. Right about now, we're gonna go switch sets, and we're gonna bring on our sports information director, Mr. Martin Cruz.
Part of the show about the Laker Pistons series, and that the Pistons, yes, pulled off one of the big upsets of sports. They beat the LA Lakers in 5 games. Really, they should have swept them because they lost game 2 in the last seconds of regulation when Kobe Bryant made that miracle 3-pointer to tie it, and then the Lakers winning that game in overtime. In essence, they beat the Pistons 5 games, in essence. But they won it in 5, Lakers winning that miracle game in game 2. And the 5th game was no contest, really. Was it 187? Even the final score was not was not as close as the final score indicated. So congrats to the winners, the Detroit Pistons. One of the big upsets in sports so far in the 21st century. The other upset, we didn't get a chance to talk too much about it, was Birdstone upsetting in the triple, in the Belmont Stakes. I'm going blank for a second, but anyway, yeah, Smarty Jones. He was going for the Triple Crown a couple weeks ago, lost in the big upset to Birdstone. That's that. Right now, that's the other upset of the 21st century. So those are the two big ones of the 21st century. Congrats, by the way, to Monroe and Danny Almonte. Last week in the PSAL championship game, they defeated George Washington, 4-0 at Shea Stadium. Almonte throwing a one-hitter in the process in his first game at a big league ballpark. Impressive, a one-hit shutout. Batch, any questions before I say adieu, say adios time?
Well, I'm glad that Danny Almonte is doing his thing, and that the young man has come about. He's a good baseball talent. I took it on the chin for the Los Angeles Lakers, and it's going to be like, come on now, quiet now. All right. And right now, it's going to be break up the Beatles. Like break up the Beatles and
break up the Lakers.
Break up the Lakers. The Lakers are gone. Phil Jackson's gone. Kobe's gone. Shaq's gone. The Glove's going to stay, and that's going to be about it. They're going to revamp the team around Walton and that other kid and Raheem. Kareem Rush. Kareem Rush. And
yes.
Do you feel that Detroit has a chance to repeat with all the pieces returning?
That's a good question. I think I'm not sure if they can repeat. I think they can at least get to the finals again. The East is so competitive. Remember, Detroit lost.
Barely got by.
Yeah, the only 2 times in which they gave up more than 90 points were the 2 overtime games. The loss to the Lakers in Game 2 and that triple overtime loss to the New Jersey Nets.
That's right.
Those are the only times in which they gave up more than like 90 points. They play solid defense, but again, the Eastern Conference, I think, knowing that Detroit has won and the Eastern Conference team finally won, I think it gives hope to the other teams like the Pacers and the Nets that they could actually be able to win, an NBA championship maybe next year. I think it's wide open.
Okay.
I gotta quickly. For some reason, Marv Albert will not be doing Knick games anymore.
Money.
A lot of it, well, it has more to do with freedom of speech.
Yeah.
You were talking about freedom of speech earlier with the Bronx Community Cable Programming Corporation, also known as BronxNet. That's the official name of BronxNet. But Cablevision basically is trying to make Marv Albert into a pom-pom, a cheerleader, and Marv Albert is anything but.
That's right.
He's a true voice.
One last thing. Where do you feel that Tiger Woods will finish on this U.S. Open?
Yeah, and the U.S. Open is going on right now. He is, as you're watching live Thursday morning, he is putting. We'll see on Sunday. I mean, I'm not sure if he's going to win. I think he's going to do well. I mean, it's a wide open field, though. I mean, Sergio Garcia has golfed well in New York when he's in New York. Last week he won the Buick Classic up in Westchester County, and he's golfed well. The last time the U.S. Open was in Long Island, so it remains to be seen. I hope he does well, but don't take my word for it.
My man, Marty, thank you very much.
All right, until next time, it's adios.
All right, Marty.
All right then, that was our sports information director. Chock full of, come on, let's get there. We got 2 other people sitting up on the set, Lady Moore.
Yes, definitely.
And please do the introductions.
As we all know, we have in the house DJ Kool Clyde.
DJ Kool Clyde.
And I want to say something. DJ Kool Clyde has been a great resource. He's been a great help. He's been reaching out to the other pioneers of hip-hop for us. He's been reaching out and making connections and making things happen, and I really appreciate his input. And that's why we want to do all we can to big up the event that he's having to not only just bring together the hip-hop era, but the salsa era and the R&B era, and I think that's really great. We need people like that.
Quiet as it's kept, my man's a great producer, man.
I know.
If it wasn't for him producing, as a producer, you have to put some elements together, and this gentleman had put the element of the true school of hip-hop and brought it here to the television set near you because of this man, and I'm going to give him a big up right now. Okay, folks? I got to thank Kool Clyde for that.
All of the hip-hop artists that you are seeing have come to us via Kool Clyde Connection. And I want you to know the reason we're going to continue to promote whatever it is that he's doing is because he did it straight from the heart.
That's right.
He never asked for a dime. He never put any restrictions or any conditions.
Stipulations.
He came out, he said, we're going to do this. And we've been doing it ever since, and we're going to keep on doing it. So for that, Kool Clyde, we thank you.
Okay, let's get to the birthday boy.
Also, we had the birthday boy here. I'm totally surprised. I had no idea I was going to see him today.
Brought up in the
But
house.
we got Tony
Tony
tonight,
come on, yo.
Never leaving the girls alone.
Tone, how you doing? Happy birthday, happy Father's Day, and all the kind of blessings that can come to you, brother.
I didn't know you were a Gemini.
Yeah, I'm a Gemini.
Well, quiet as it's kept. My birthday was the 5th.
Oh, okay. Happy birthday.
So we right in the same boat.
All right.
I'm a Gemini, and plus I'm a new father. My daughter is only 2 years old.
Oh,
God bless.
congratulations.
God bless.
All right, and what's the
what's
child's
her name?
name? Come on, what's the name?
Imani.
Oh,
Imani
nice.
Emmanuel, and Emmanuel is for Jesus Christ.
That's right.
I turned 45 yesterday.
Okay,
All right,
congratulations.
all right. You still young?
You're still
25?
Yeah.
That's right, 25.
Yo,
So
so
you can't do the switch around thing with him. That ain't gonna work.
I heard the caller earlier, Mr. Baby Boy, respects him say he only 40. 5 years is a big difference.
Well, when it comes
In the hip-hop game.
in the early days of hip-hop, that was a big difference.
Yeah.
And
So
what's the big
where
difference?
he's sort of complaining that we don't show him the type of respect he feels he should have, I don't know him. So I can't show him no respect. But
Well,
I
that's what
don't know him.
Well, tonight you
That's what
probably
this
get
is
a
all
chance
about.
to meet him.
Oh, everybody needs to come on down and meet
So,
each other.
you know,
Everybody
but
get their props.
I'm just saying the way he's speaking on the phone about the pioneers, not showing them any love. We don't know him. You know him?
Yeah, I know.
You know
No, but
him
not all
personally?
pioneers.
Not all of them.
He wasn't saying all
But
pioneers.
he
Yeah.
didn't.
He's
But I'm
saying
just
certain
saying.
people,
I'm
yeah.
just saying. I don't know him to show him respect. If I knew him, I would show him respect.
Right. Well, we
I
don't
don't
make that
know.
happen.
You know, we welcome him to come down,
Yeah.
say hello, blase, this and that. But everybody that was on the other side of the rope, we can't show them love because we don't know them.
Well, that's what we're
they
talking
paid
about
to
now.
get in to see what they want to see.
We're talking about
All the
bringing
records,
everybody.
all the records he said, Meditation, Potential is by Jimmy Castor Bunch. We all have those records.
Right.
We all play those records.
Right.
Out of the country, you can't play no up-to-date records. That's all they want to hear is old school stuff. So we representing them. We've been representing for the last 30 years.
All right, you got to hold that note because I got to get to Cool Clyde because we're running out of time. Clyde, I hate to be pinching you like this, but brother, drop it like it's hot.
August 8th, Rosedale Park. Again, we having the true pioneers of hip-hop, the true pioneers of R&B and salsa. We've got Africa Bambaataa. I was with him last night on the radio station. We got Melly Mel, Curtis Blow, Grand Wizard Theodore, DJ Tony Tone, the Crash Crew, Yoda in the house, Grandmaster Cass, Waterbed Kev, Raheem. We've got BT Express. We've got the Persuaders. We've got GQ. We've got Blue Magic. We got also the hip-hop assemblyman Ruben Diaz and TWU Roger Toussaint will be in the house from MTA, y'all. So that's going to go down, and we got hosted by DJ K. Slade and Dr. Bob Lee from WBLS.
Right.
Maria Davis will be in the house, and a whole list of other people. Slick Rick, we got Busy B. The whole list goes on. So I want y'all to be a part of that August 8th. We're going to have stuff for the kids. It's going to be a double dutch contest. We're going to have break dancing out there. We're going to have an 8-year-old basketball team playing out there.